Hi, folks. I have seen a lot of questions from some of you regarding the homework number two that you guys need to prepare the 4 months plan, which is due tomorrow. So I'm going to use this video to kind of try to explain how you should go about the video. All right. So those of you who've sent the questions, it's pretty much the same how to start it. You were a little bit confused on how to approach this homework. So when you have the video, go through that and you still have the questions after that, please let me know and I'll take some time to still go further and explain to you. So simple, just we are going to be using, if you can see my screen very well, we are using our class discussion, which is the last one, the slide 2C, right? As you can see right from there, the 2C, you go through that, you will see typical trades or craftsmen and equipment that we need to use for most of these homeworks that may come after this, all right? So it's the same slide. So you need to go back to the day one when we met in the class and look for this slides and save it close so that you'll be making reference to that in regarding to all our Friday's homework that may be due that has to do with preparing a 4 months plan to be getting ready to go to site. All right. So go through that. This is a skill trade in construction that you may pick some of these trade guys here to fill that Excel template that is for the homework number two, right? So first, you may come here and need some of the skill trade here for your work. You may come here again. This is for typically for earthwork equipment and tools that you may need for clearing the site, excavating the site, hauling away the materials, backfilling, and so on and so forth. So these are all equipment and tools that you need for earthwork, right? So you may come here and make a selection to fill that Excel template that you use for the 4 months plan for your work. So your reference or your slide to go to is the slide number 2C for our first discussion. As you see this, it is on Canvas for you. You have access to that, so download it and save it in a where you can locate it easily for these homeworks that may come on every Friday for you guys. All right. So this is your reference. If you don't have this access, please let me know. I will repost it for you on Canvas. All right. So these are all the areas you look at and make your selection. If this is clear enough for you, I'm going to switch the screen and go to the actual template for you on the that you need to fill. So the concern is, oh, we don't know how to start this. How do we deal with the labor and fill those uh, columns and rows for the homework? All right. So this is a typical example. This is my marking scheme. When you do it this way, you may have all the points, but I'm going to use that to demonstrate to you because for the purpose of the first assignment, I understand why some of you are still having issues in getting it done, right? So as you can see from here, this is the template that you have, but yours is the empty one. You haven't filled it yet. So you will have to name your project, which is in the question, which is the structural elevation for office building. All right. This is all the tasks that you accomplish. Start from clearing the site, strip and stockpile, all the way to compact the bottom of your excavation. So this is the task for the homework that I posted. Again, your first answers that I talked about, these descriptions and all that. If you look at here, what labor do you need? Specific labor. Let me see if I can write in there. All right. What is the specific labor that you need to be able to what? Clear and grab the vegetation and obstacles item from the site, right? Again, you need an equipment operator to help you clear the site. If you look at the nose very well, we have the dozers that is clearing the site for you. You need a driver or an operator who will operate that equipment. So the truck driver who will be taking all the excavated things, clearing bushes and shrubs that you cleared away, it's a labor guy you need to pay to do that work. And you have the laborers there who will be filling and preparing the grounds for clearing. You need to pay them. So this session, you will need these three guys here: your equipment operator, your truck driver, and then your laborer. So the equipment operator will be operating those dozers for the clearing of the site. The truck drivers will take the excess of the debris that you clear from that side and haul it away, and the laborers will help load those things. So you need these three guys as your labor for clearing and grabbing vegetation from the site. Let's come to the next side of the question, which deals with equipment. What equipment do we need? If we're going to use equipment operator, definitely we need a dozer to help us clear the site. We need a dump truck to be able to carry those uh, materials that will be clearing from those sites away. We need a backhoe to help us uproot all the roots and all those like. We need a chipper and so on. We need a brush chipper and all that. All these are inside the slide. So you need to take trouble and go in and fish out which one will be ideal for this work. Again, you're looking at this homework as you are preparing actual plan to go to site and execute this work. So assuming you are a superintendent, a project manager, assistant project manager, or your first co-op or second co-op, you're giving this template to say, hey, Dan or Michael or Eva, or go and fill this form and let us know which equipment and then the operators and the labor that will be needing to clear this site. See it that way, right? And that will be making more sense to you. All right. The next one, which I'll use for the illustration, is the labor for stripping and stockpile the topsoil. Specific labor that you need to help you strip those topsoil, after you have cleared and grab all the vegetation from the site, and then stockpiling them. Which type of labor do you need? Exactly, you also need equipment operator to help you clear that 6 inches of that topsoil, strip it, and then you need a truck driver who'll be driving those dump truck to help you move the materials to the site. So again, you look at here, you need a dozer to help you clear that. You as well need a dump truck to help you clear to carry those stripped topsoil and stockpile it somewhere else. You need a laborer to help load those dump trucks. So this is as clear as possible if you see it in this way, right? So as you proceed, you will follow the same pattern, right? As for instance, we've done these two right here. This task, we've done it. So you come to the layout and staking. What do you need in terms of labor by filling them this way? And then what are the tools and equipment that you need for your layouts and stake the site? If you're doing support your side of your excavation, remember we did assuring, all those pictures we show in class about retaining walls and all that, or the box, whatever, or the sheet pile. What type of labor you need to erect those supports so that your foundation will not cave in? Think about that when you're doing dewatering, right, for your site. when you go to the site in the morning and then the place, the excavation that you dug was filled with water, the rain overnight. How do you do all of that? You think about that way. And then what labor do you need to pay that sump pump that you'll be sucking all the water from this, that material, the equipment, you need to list them under the watering. Dig and load soil on tracks, exactly. Go through and then pick relevant labor that will be doing that work, and then relevant equipment that you need to do that work as well. So see it that way. And I think there's going to be a straightforward uh, explanation for you. And again, like I said, if you still have questions, please feel free to reach me again, and I'll take my time to kind of explain that to you. I hope this makes sense and clear to you so that you can submit the homework tomorrow. I'm giving you extended time, right, up to Monday. So I'm not closing the homework, both 1 and 2. I'm not closing it. So go in if you have not done it already, fill it, and then submit your assignment. I'll make a quick reference to the homework one as well. I have a few questions that I talked about. I don't have a blue beam to be able to do the question number 7 and so on and so forth. Please, you don't need a blue beam subscription for this. If you have done a drawing 1 or 2 that you use a scale, all right, for that course, you use that same scale. So if you have it, measure the areas that are demarcated that I want you to measure, and that is as simple as that. You're doing area, so just measure 2 sides of it, and then give me the area to be what strip or demolish or whatever it is. So you don't need sophisticated tool or software to do that question in the homework number 1, right? Please let me know if you still have issues. Thank you very much.